Hello everyone, my name is Solomon Williams. Today I'm going to be talking about one of our favorite planets, Earth, the one we live on right now. My main question about Earth right now is, what would happen if Earth became a cube? Now I'm going to show you from a series of different things in this small little game. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so here is the Earth. Well, not exactly, but it's one of the closest 2D builds I could do. But still, here's Earth. No waterfall, no atmosphere, no everything. But here is Earth as a cube. Well, it's a square, but still, pretend it's a cube, everyone. So here is Earth as a cube. But what are all the things that could go wrong? Well, let's see. You could think that not much is wrong with the Earth if it was a cube. But if you thought that, you're wrong. There are tons of things wrong, like the atmosphere and the water and how gravity works. That's mostly what I'm going to be talking about in this video. One of the first things that could go wrong is the water. What would happen to the water is all the water would be pushed downstream, like going down a waterfall like this right here. All the water would be pushed down, like this, to the corners. All of the water in the Earth would be pushed to the corners from the center of the Earth, like this. After all the water moves towards the center of the Earth, away from the corners, and makes the corners dry with no water, what would happen is the center would become a gigantic sea. And what would happen to the corners is this. What would happen is, since all the corners have no water, it would become kind of like a desert, and it would become really dry. The ground would become all stone, most of it at least, depending on what was under it, it would become. So, if water moved and there was stone under it, it would become stone. If there was sand, it would become sand. Whatever was under it would be that. So everything under would be exposed. Well, that's one of the first things that would happen if the world became a square. The second thing that could go wrong is gravity. Towards the edges of Earth, there would be less gravity. That would mean that if you went to the corner, you could float away slowly or you could float away fast, depending on how the gravity is. The reason of this is because the center of the Earth will always have gravity pulling towards the middle. So that's why the Earth, as the circle, has a stable gravity. But Earth as a square wouldn't be a full circle. So everything would pull in the center evenly. So the edges would make it where you would have less gravity on the edges and would most likely be floating away to space. That is the second thing that would happen if Earth was a cube. The last one I'm going to be talking about is the atmosphere. The atmosphere would all come to the center and would most likely make the air more thick. It would actually be better because most of the air will be in the center, so that means if there's any pollution, all of it could be pushed out or recycled with new air, and it would be most likely pushed out to the edges of it. The only problem about that is that it would most likely make all the edges really poisonous with bad air. That's why you'd want to stay away from the edges and most likely closer to the middle, because then there would be better air for you to breathe in. But that means that the corners would most likely be a death zone. That's why you could stay in the center of the Earth, have good breathing, and be 100% better than our silly circle Earth. Just joking. Our circle Earth is still good. I still like it. I guess it's the third thing that would happen if the Earth was a cube. Well, everyone, I guess that is the end of my project. Hope everyone enjoys my presentation, and I'll see everyone next time. Goodbye.